here. Like we are live. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Sass Muffin Gaming. I'm your host Gokinmen, and today we are going to be starting one of the most epic games out there, The Sinking City. Now this game is technically almost 2 years old now, but I think it's a new enough Cthulhu game for us to check out. I've been meaning to stream it for a while. It's been a while since we've done a long-term game, and I thought this would be the best one to hop into. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a new game here. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great, yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we may have stumbled upon the source of your ailment and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes van der Berg. All right, let's see what the Sinking City has to offer. Oh, that is a bad trip, my friend. I don't think that's how oceans are supposed to work. That's incredibly weird. Alright, so we're finally in it. The Chiron. That's the letter we already read. Facebook. Proceed to activate T for more information. There's our letter. The frosty welcome. Okay, so T is the majority of our quick tips. Gotcha. We might be referencing that quite a bit depending on how complex the game gets. Alright.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
What? Best things ever. I love tourist advertisements. Make for great photos. Great posters on my wall growing up. Okay, we probably have some sort of crafting system. Oh, hi. Are you the captain?
Take your belongings off my ship first.
We have everything? Okay, well, E is apparently attack.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Okay, does that count as all my stuff? Apparently.
Now get out.
So friendly.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Okay, what about my
You
problem?
said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Where is Robert
How can I
Throgmorton?
find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Is he gonna be a frog? I hope he's not a frog. What's the deal with the
Reaching
city?
Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began
Yes.
6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Okay, well I'm gonna need somewhere to
I'll
stay.
need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
Okay, so how do I get to the
What's the
Devil's
best way
Reef?
to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
What else do you mark on this
Places.
map?
Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth.
That's fair.
This
I
city
appreciate
is
that.
Insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Ooh, suspicious. Kind of a interesting fellow, isn't he? I am going to make an adjustment to my green screen real quick because it looks like it's pouring over there for you guys. So let me see. It's able to trigger up. Yep, there we go. Is it more value? Yeah, more value seems to do. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. Here we go. Less green screen background for you guys. Okay. Here we are. The wonderful sinking city of Oakmont. A town on the rise. At least when it's floating. Let me see. Oh wow, this place is a disaster. Under the keel bar and the exit. Oh, this must be the man we're looking for.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
This is rather particular fellow. What happened to your son?
Ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Who are the
I
Innsmouthers?
take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Whew. What do you know about the
I think
visions?
you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I didn't mention they were my dreams. That's rather forward of you.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
Okay,
I
well,
need
tell me
to
about
know
the
more
case.
about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, My son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Okay, well, where's this
Where's the
house?
house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
Okay, well, I'll be going
As
then.
much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
You know, if it wasn't for the giant sideburns and mutton chops, I think you just look like some old man. I mean, he has some rather peculiar features, but I mean, like, it's the combination of the mutton chops, I think, that kind of draws out his features. They're not very, they don't work well with his facial structure. Okay, so these seem to be people. Let's see what these people have to say.
Everything I know.
Did you? I didn't hear anything.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer, and keep your hands where I can see them.
Okay then. Fisherman's house. Ugh. This guy needs to keep a better check on his building. You seem to be missing a few doors. Were you doing some remodeling? I like it. Oh. Hello there.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Well, what happened here?
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Tell me what
I want
happened.
to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and, okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar.
Okay, so
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. I was at or starve.
okay, so who is Kay?
Where's this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our Lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
What
Do
happened
you
to
know
Paul
how
then?
died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. K have mercy on his soul.
All right, thank
I'll
you,
leave
sir.
you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or K? Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Okay. New mind palace. Oh my goodness, we have a mind palace.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Okay, so how do we access this mind palace? camera. Nice. Alright, Mind Palace. Okay, so this is where we're keeping all of our clues, similar to like a Sherlock Holmes game. We can make deductions, so we can combine clues. Alright, Albert spread hysteria around him, spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone around him suffer. Okay. And let's combine the unstable. No, that one isn't allowed. Okay. Okay.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
That he was. That's an interesting little vision for us to have. Let's take a look around though.
Choo choo. Choo choo.
Wait, I didn't. Metal scrap, okay.
Choo choo.
Okay, that's what you were referring to. Choo choo. Choo choo. Okay.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. 5 cards short of a full house.
That's a gosh darn shame. Okay. So this is the room that they were keeping him in. Oh, mine's eye. Okay. We have detective vision. Detective vision, activate.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Like scales
Sounds
on
like
it.
Prohibition hasn't
eyes.
affected Oakmont too much.
Oh. We have some sort of pocket watch. Hit the button. Open it up. There we go. We need to use our detective vision. Sorry, could you say that again? Recognition. Recognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence on the scene and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Okay, so similar to Call of Cthulhu. I see what you're going for. Oh, maybe not. Seems we have some sort of like magical abilities here.
Take this, ape face.
Oh shit. There's handgun, face smash with a barrel. What do we have here?
What's happening?
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run!
Oh, we're supposed to put them in order. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Take this. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Okay, so we got more stuff at the Mind Palace here. Okay, we have the feud. Albert fled, wounded. Probably connect those two? No? Okay. Albert attacked the fisherman. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous. He was so dangerous, in fact, he posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Was that it? No, that could be it. Lewis shot without a warning. When Albert Throgmorton became aggressive, Lewis, an Innsmouther fisherman, immediately started shooting at him, which is what caused him to be wounded, right? No? Okay.
My head. I still hear those voices.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
So you jumped out here. There's some footprints going on here. Nothing we can follow, really.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer.
I've
Keep
said
your
everything
hands
I
where I
know.
can see them.
Was there anything else going on in this building?
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
But no dog?
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Oh. All evidence collected. Why does it want me to? There must be something else I need to get from this. Anti-Throgmorton sentiment. Innsmouther, Lewis, and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons, which could be the reason why they hated them. Alright. I can track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight at the house. I can track them using my supernatural senses. Okay. No, nothing hidden here. We're gonna use our special powers to track him down. Okay, so follow the omens. Jump down here. This. What do you see with your special eyes there, friend?
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
New Mind Palace clue. Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton, rather than just drive him off. Then they went this way. Okay, it wants me hang around here longer. They climb up. No, they went this way. I should probably look at that handprint.
While Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Okay. Looks like this is the place we need to investigate. The warehouse. Okay, what do we have? Oh. Some bandages.
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstained note. Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater just like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel open soon. Just one more week, and I'll return everything double the interest. Signed, Peter.
The blood
Interesting.
is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Not far indeed. Probably
The door won't budge.
we're locked in. Padlocks. Can be broken with shot or melee attack. Was there we go. Well, that's not good.
One fatal round to the forehead. That's no accident. This
Oh,
was
shit.
Deliberate.
Well, don't like that. Don't like that at all.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Wait, what was that? Oh, that was just the whatever that was. We're finding quite a few just supplies just lying everywhere. I kind of wonder what they're going to be having us craft here at some point. But we found the sun. That's what the goal was. What's this? Alcohol. Anything upstairs? Nope. Okay. Can we go out this door? Nope. I guess that's the end of our investigation. Oh, Mind Palace time. Okay, so Lewis was murdered. Our owner was indebted to Lewis. Lewis may be at the bar. Lewis the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton may be hiding at the bar at Oakmount Port. Okay. So we need to turn in the sun here. I like you. The rats in this game are crazy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilled for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
We're fairly sure it's Lewis. Yeah, sure.
Seems like he
We'll
was
go
a
with it.
fisherman
We'll go
by
with
the
it.
name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Sounds like a fair deal. Okay, so we know that Lewis is at the bar. Do we need to turn in something here? Oh no, that's just showing the places that we've completed. Yeah, so there's different places on the map where we can investigate and grab things. I think the yellow places are places we can still pick up more loot. So what we'd want to do now is find the inn. Under the Keel bar. Is this a way? Oh look, it says bar right over there. Oh, they weren't kidding when they said this place had a disaster. Oop.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
That is a fair point. You shouldn't have seen me around.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
No, I got none to spare. I'm sorry. All right, walk up to the bartender.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I need to find a man named Lewis
I'm
Flynn.
looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Ooh. You want him gone? I can help.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man.
Sounds fair.
There's your good deed for the day.
I think we got
Bye.
off pretty well with that. All said and done. Not sticking our nose in anything that we shouldn't.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Rock. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
All right. How did it happen?
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Well,
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons.
Good to take care of
Care to
the
fill me in?
alibi
Those
here.
apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
What's a grand family?
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition, reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Okay.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please,
Okay.
Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
Well, we already told Mr. Throgmorton about him, so...
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
Hello? Ray, are you joining in on the stream here? Hey. Doing well. It's called The Sinking City. Yeah. Are you into cities that are sinking? How about frog people? What about...
Oh God! Oh no! What is it?
That's a guitar. Those are chairs. Perhaps I will be up to check on you guys.
That is this. Just came down here to say.
Hello.
Alright.
Don't what out. We're live.
Oh, that's.
Hello, people. Say hi to your favorite person, Fracture. All right. No, we don't have a deal.
You're the first person to offer me a bribe.
Please, Mr. Reed.
Don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
All evidence collected. All right, let's go to the Mine Palace. Okay. So we have to deduce what we believe was happening here. And so we all of the alibi there is there. I think while he was mentally affected, I believe in this situation, we're not saying that mental illness is an excuse for his actions. So we're going to go with Lewis was aware. So we're going to go with Lewis deliberately murdered Albert. Psychic influence or not, Lewis was out to murder Albert Throgmorton. He had the motive, a mutual hatred between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. I must tell Robert Throgmorton the truth and bring the murderer to justice.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
Yeah, you told quite the truth. Okay. Mr. Throgmorton, come on up. murderer is at the bar.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons.
I don't like the Throgmortons, but it was a very clear case of murder.
It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm investing cases of insanity.
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Any link between the visions and hysteria?
These cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well.
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Okay, any discoveries?
Found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Okay, so we think the murder and the expedition.
Your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something.
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
It does.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Alright, tell me more about the expedition.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Nice. So let's talk about payment then.
Expenses.
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Oh. That's interesting. Definitely interesting. Alright. So this was our first episode into the sinking city. Next time when we meet, we'll be streaming this again, and we will dive into trying to find out what happened to the expedition and where this might lead. Was Albert murdered to hide what was happening with the expedition, or was it a case of racial prejudice? We'll find out next time. I hope you guys had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed this stream, and I look forward to talking with you guys again. Until next time, bye-bye.